Subscribe to VidTube for latest tech-related videos. This is a smartwatch from a brand named Tensky, which has many great features like Bluetooth calling, heart rate, blood oxygen, fitness and sleep tracking, and much more with stunning aesthetics, compact form factor, and price. So let's check it out. Everything is time-coded along the video timeline for your convenience. Starting with price, availability, and design. This watch is listed on Amazon for only $79.99 and there may be a $20 discount pre-applied along with a limited time additional 10% off on the link in the video description depending on when you're watching this video. So I'll highly recommend you to check out the links in the video description and the pinned comment for more details and current pricing. Inside the box you'll get the watch itself with 2 extra locking pins for the belt, a user manual, and a USB Type-A to a pogo pin charging cable. Now the design of the watch is round with matte finished rose gold and a matching color belt. The belt is a silicone floor elastomer type band, good for workout and casual wear. The physical button is on the right hand side, protected by the raised lip. At the back there are a few regulatory information with the heart rate and SpO2 sensor. The charging contact pins are housed at the bottom, and this watch does have a built-in speaker for on-wrist call, and the speaker is hidden on the top, which is not the most favorite speaker placement position as it can make the speaker sound muffled, but keep watching, we'll test its quality out later during the video. The microphone is located on the right hand side right under the physical button, again not the most desirable microphone position. Now the display is a 240 pixel 1.28 inch TFT panel protected by a smooth glass with huge and a chunky bezel. Honestly, I don't like the display as it's not bright enough even at the brightest setting. Also, the colors are not too punchy and crisp compared to the display of this premium Apple Watch Ultra. As you can see, it does feel pixelated and grainy. Some of you may find this comparison superfluous, but hey, on this channel I make videos for tech ranging from budget to premium to show you guys what to expect if you were to go on either side of the spectrum. So compared to this watch, if color and brightness is your priority, I have reviewed many budget smartwatches on this channel, so check them out. Now this is how it looked on my wrist, that is 6 inch in diameter, and honestly I think this watch, especially this rose gold color, will look great on ladies, and this is how it looked on my wife's wrist. The wristband to me feels quite good. I and my wife have been using this watch for past few days on our wrist and there has been no sensitivity to the band material whatsoever, and honestly with the push pin the band are very easy to swap off. Overall, the watch feels very lightweight and comfortable to use on a daily basis. Here's the weight of the watch with the belt. You'll barely feel the watch on your hand. And here's the weight of the watch without the belt. Finally, here are the dimensions of the watch: width, length, and depth in millimeters. Now the setup process of this watch is super simple. You'll need to download the OnWear Pro app that is available for free both on Apple App Store and Android Play Store. For this video purpose, I have paired this watch to my iPhone 14 Pro, video of which is linked at the end in case if you want to know more about the iPhone. But once you turn on the watch, you just have to add a new device and the watch should pop up. Follow the prompt and in few clicks you're all set to go. The app is also pretty user-friendly and easy to use with 3 tabs at the bottom. The first one is Home, where you'll find all your health stats. Exercise is where you can start a workout, so the GPS data can be recorded from the smartphone as this watch does not have a GPS sensor. And the last tab is Me tab, where you'll find your account settings like biometrics, watch setting like firmware upgrade, unit, time format, and factory reset device. You can even access more settings like more sports, where you can push any of all these workouts from the list over here to your watch, and honestly the list is quite extensive. Watch face center and camera, we'll talk about them later during the video. Notification is where you can turn on and off a particular app that you want to get notified for. Reminder setting is where you will find reminders like sedentary, water reminder, alarm, race to wake, and do not disturb mode reminders. Heart rate setting is where you can toggle all day monitoring on or off. Turning it on will affect the battery life. Under communication setting, you can add favorite contacts that you can access and dial straight from your watch. And finally, find my device, which is also great and works every single time. You can create an account with this app so all your health data can be backed up onto your account. Now, in terms of battery life, this watch is amazing. If you turn off all-day heart rate monitoring, this watch from my testing goes pretty much 5 days per charge. I do attend few calls and check a bunch of notifications throughout the day, plus work out half an hour per day. So if your usage is about the same as mine, expect to charge this watch once a week. And this watch uses a pogo pin charger, and it only takes about an hour and a half to fully charge. So in terms of battery life, this is amazing. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for sticking around. Please go ahead and smash that like button and also subscribe so you don't miss out any upcoming videos. Come on guys, it's free. Now, in terms of user interface, apps and watch faces, this watch is super simple to use. Swipe down to access quick settings. Good thing is sleep mode and raise to wake feature are quickly accessible, especially at night time. This is very helpful so the display light won't affect your sleep. Swipe right from the main screen to access another quick access menu where the apps are arranged on a recently opened app basis, plus a quick glance to the current weather, time, date, day and calling feature. Swipe left to access widgets or shortcuts to apps like activity ring, heart rate, sleep, and you can even add more, unlike other budget smartwatches, which is very handy feature. The physical button can also be used to go back. Swiping up from the main screen will pull out notification. You cannot interact to any of the notification, neither you can read the entire message. Special characters, emojis and images are also not displayed. So for all that, you have to go onto your smartphone. However, the app icon makes it useful as you will know which app notified you with a preview of few texts so you can check them back later. Now, in terms of apps, this watch does not have option to add any third-party app, but it has all the needed app like weather, where unfortunately you cannot check the forecast. Female cycle tracker, breathing app for meditation where you can do a breathing session from 1 to 10 minutes where the watch will vibrate during breathe in and out, so you don't have to look at the watch, just sync your breathe in with the vibratory feedback for the watch. Timer is where you can set timer ranging from 1 minute to 2 hours and even your own custom ones. Alarm. Unfortunately, you can't set alarm straight from the watch. You have to do that from the iPhone, which sucks. Camera control, which is good to have, but unfortunately for this to work, you have to open the OnWear Pro app, and basically this app is a shutter button. You can't have any preview, viewfinder or switch between cameras, but it's still better than nothing. Find My Phone, which is really handy and robust. Settings is where you can access menu style, and speaking of menu style, there are 3 styles. First is the list style menu. Second is the Galaxy Watch 4 and 5 style menu, which is my favorite. And third is the rotary style menu, just like the Galaxy Watch 3 or some Wear OS smartwatches, but I find that the style menu works well with a rotating crown or a bezel, which this watch does not have. So let me know which one is your favorite style. Other options in settings are pretty self-explanatory. Let's talk about watch face. Either from settings or by touch holding the main watch face screen, you can access watch face switcher, which has only 5 watch faces. And if that's not enough, you can go on to the OnWear Pro app, and under settings in the dial center, you'll find a whole bunch of watch face, and I'm sure you'll find a whole bunch of watch faces that you will like. You can even customize a watch face with your own custom background image, which is also very nifty. Now let's talk about call, fitness tracking, sleep tracking, and wrap this video up with my final say. Now in terms of call, there are few options to make a call. By keypad is where you can just dial a number and make a call. Contact is where you can find all your favorite contacts that you have added from the OnWear Pro app. And lastly, from the call records where you can just dial an incoming or an outgoing contact. So all these options are pretty handy. You do get incoming call from third-party apps like WhatsApp as well. Now the microphone, as said earlier, is located on the underside, so if your watch is pretty tight on your wrist and at an angle, it may get muffled. But from my testing, the receiver on the other side was able to hear me loud and clear. However, there is no noise cancellation, so they were also able to hear all the background noises. Now in terms of speaker quality, the speaker as shown earlier is also located on the top right under the bed, which I thought it's not the best speaker placement, but somehow from my testing it's pretty good as the sound bounces off the belt and no matter how you bend your wrist, you are able to hear it loud and clear. Here's the speaker quality of this watch.
Subscribe to my dad's YouTube channel.
The only unfortunate part is that the speaker cannot be used as a Bluetooth speaker for playing music like you can do on most other budget smartwatches, but that ain't a deal breaker for me. Now in terms of sleep tracking, I have been using this watch for past few nights for sleep tracking along with the Apple Watch Ultra, which has been rated the best for sleep tracking by many reviewers. And from my testing, this watch is pretty close to sleep and awake time with the Apple Watch Ultra, just few minutes apart. The same also applies for deep and light sleep time, which is also a few minutes apart. However, if you compare the graph, you will notice that this watch pretty much does not record the awake time at all, which shows that the sleep tracking is not so accurate. But hey, for this price point, it's certainly better than other competitions out there. Finally, in terms of fitness tracking, this watch can measure heart rate, and here is how it's compared to the heart rate reading from this Value O2 ring, video of which is linked up in the card section. You can check it out once you're done watching this one. And you can see it's pretty much close to the FDA approved O2 ring. This watch can also measure SpO2, that is blood oxygen, and let's compare that to this FDA approved Check Me Doctor health monitor, again the video of which is linked up in the card section, and you can see it's pretty accurate. Now in terms of workout, this watch has a whole bunch of options, and if that's not enough, as shown earlier, you can add more than necessary workouts from the mobile OnWear Pro app, and I'm certain you'll find whatever you need. Now again, I have compared the watch against the Apple Watch Ultra for my indoor treadmill run for past week, and the data from this watch was quite off from the Apple Watch in all aspects. For example, for dynamic heart rate tracking on December 7th treadmill run, Apple Watch Ultra shows average heart rate of 151 and a max heart rate of 180. Versus this Tensky watch shows the average heart rate of only 112 BPM and the max heart rate of 143 BPM. However, in terms of calorie burnt, on that day Tensky shows 333 calories, and with the Apple Watch Ultra you can add multiple workouts during a session like I did, running and a bit of traditional strength training, finishing off with some stretching. So combined total calories burnt with running is 177, and from the strength training it was 90.5 kilocalorie, totaling to 267.5, which is pretty close, as the Apple Watch Ultra shows not just the active but total calorie burned, which is the sum of active and resting energy. And on that day for running, the total was 177 plus 36.9, that is 213.9, and for strength training it was 90.5 plus 22.4, totaling to 326.8, that is pretty close to 333 of this Tensky. So kudos for that. It also shows other metrics like average pace, average stride, and steps, which was quite inaccurate as Tensky shows 1291 steps versus Apple Watch shows 2254 steps. So overall, in terms of fitness tracking, it's better compared to other budget smartwatches, but certainly does not come close to those premium smartwatches for which you pay top dollars. With all that said, here are my final thoughts. This is a great looking smartwatch, especially for ladies. With its design and looks, it certainly will get noticed. So if you are starting out with smartwatches or want to gift a good looking budget smartwatch, keep this Tensky LW51 watch on your list. But if you want a watch for fitness tracking, health tracking, there are other budget options out there. I have linked the playlist of all the budget smartwatches reviewed on this channel for you to check it out at the end. But this watch, apart from aesthetics, provides a lot of functional apps like breathing control, alarm, stopwatch, timer, multiple watch face, camera control, music control, night mode, weather, etc. Plus the ability to receive and make calls straight from the watch is also a great option to have at this price point. So all these features along with the ability to see all the notification makes this watch recommendable for day-to-day use along with decent fitness and health tracking. That is it with this episode. Give this video a thumbs up and check out these videos as you will find them helpful.